As California continues to reopen retail stores and restaurants, Central Coast wineries are getting ready to open their doors, some by this weekend. KSBY's Brooke Martell shows us how they've adapted in the last 2 months.
The idea of opening now and reopening is complicated.
SONJA MAGDEVSKI, like other winemakers across the region, is preparing for a different wine tasting experience when wineries reopen.
We will be outside, we will have seated tastings, we have lots of space in between, tables will be grouped accordingly so everyone feels there's enough space.
According to the California Department of Public Health, wineries should remain closed unless they offer sit-down, dine-in meals. However, not all wineries have that service. The same guidelines specify wineries that provide sit-down meals should follow the restaurant guidance and should continue to encourage takeout and delivery service whenever possible. And wineries that do not provide sit-down meals themselves can contract with another vendor to do so, as long as the alcohol and food are sold in the same transaction.
Putting a food truck outside and having somebody come inside to have a meal with a glass of wine doesn't seem any more or less safe than allowing me to sort of have a seated tasting with someone otherwise.
It's an option Austin Hope, winemaker and owner of Hope Family Wines, is considering, but for now, most of their customer interaction is through delivery, curbside pickup, and through a digital presence.
It is a Grenache-based rosé.
I'll come together and say, okay, we want to try these wines. So you want to do the Cabernet, a Chardonnay, and a rosé. Well, then she ships it out to each individual person prior to the Zoom, then to set up Zoom, and then she walks them through.
According to a survey conducted by Wine Business Monthly, 90% of wineries with tasting rooms moved to curbside pickup. 27% are requiring a purchase to do virtual tasting. Another 30% of wineries moved to virtual tastings without a purchase.
So let me pop this open here and we'll give it a go.
Chuck Mulligan, winemaker of Harmony Cellars, is bottling up the best for you to taste at home.
I played around in our lab putting a thing together where I could hook up 6 bottles of the same wine and then feed nitrogen into the system and push the wine into the little bottles.
As the uncertainty of what winery operations will look like, other questions remain.
How much grapes do I bring in this year? Do I do more like we were planning on, or do I cut back?
Brooke Martell, KSBY News.
Well, some wineries like Harmony Cellars are planning to reopen this weekend. According to the Wine Institute of California, official guidelines and protocols on reopening tasting rooms have been submitted to the governor. Those protocols will be released once the governor's office reviews them.